What if I told you that a simple baker discovered the secret of immortality, not of the body, but of the soul? This story will shatter your vision of death and of life. Pierre Dubois was 62 years old when everything changed. But before I tell you what happened in that bakery one November morning, let me tell you this. What you're about to hear defies all logic. And yet...
4 a.m. Au Bon Pain Bakery. Pierre Dubois, heart-weary but soul unshakable, kneads his dough as he has for 35 years. The scent of yeast, his expert hands in the flour. Nothing suggested that his life was about to stop. And then, lightning strikes. Excruciating pain tears through his chest. Pierre collapses. Flour spreads around him like a white shroud. His heart stops. But here's where the story becomes extraordinary.
Pierre rises. Literally. He floats above his own body, and you know what? He's not afraid. For the first time in his life, he knows absolute peace. But wait. This is only the beginning, because suddenly the bakery transforms. An unknown light bathes the space, and they appear, one by one, his former customers, dead, but more alive than ever. Mr. Bertrand, the old teacher, deceased last winter. Mrs. Rousseau with her 2 daily croissants, gone 3 years ago. And little Antoine, died too young, who always asked for the bread that smells like sunshine. And then Mr. Bertrand says something that will give you chills. Pierre, your croissants were the first joy of my mornings. They gave me the strength to face my most difficult students. But that was only the beginning of the revelation. Because Mrs. Rousseau takes his hands and tells him, Pierre, my morning croissants were my daily dose of courage. Thanks to them, I could raise my children with a smile. And now, my granddaughter Emma, she inherited this joy of living. But she doesn't know where it comes from. Do you understand what's happening? Pierre discovers the incredible truth. His pastries weren't just food. They were seeds of happiness that crossed generations. Family rituals, traditions of joy, moments of comfort that defied death itself. Pierre wasn't just a baker, he was a weaver of happiness, an architect of eternal love. And little Antoine, with his eternal child's eyes, reveals the final secret. Childlike voice full of joy. Your chocolate bread was magical. Mom still buys them for my little brother. She tells him it's a secret of happiness that you put inside. Pierre faces the ultimate choice. Stay in this eternal peace, or return to a life he thought was ordinary. Must I go back, he asks? And Mr. Bertrand answers him something that will determine the fate of an entire community. It's your choice. But if you stay with us, who will teach your know-how to your grandson Thomas? Who will continue to make Mrs. DuPont smile every morning? An invisible elastic pulls Pierre downward. He opens his eyes in the ambulance. He has chosen. But why? Pierre returns from death transformed. He finally understands the true nature of his gift. His bakery becomes more than a business, a temple of daily joy. He installs tables, creates a reading corner, organizes workshops for children. But above all, he finally takes time to listen,
to savor, to consciously weave this magical bond between the living and the departed. Even today, when the smell of fresh bread fills his shop in the early morning, Pierre smiles. He knows that through each golden croissant, each crusty baguette, he carries the love of the departed to their descendants.
Does this story seem incredible to you? And yet, how many of us weave each day, without knowing it, these invisible bonds that transcend death? Pierre discovered that immortality isn't in stone or metal. It's in these small gestures of love that are transmitted from generation to generation, in a croissant that warms the heart, in a smile that crosses time, in these daily miracles that make life worth living. And you? What legacy of love are you transmitting without even realizing it? This story of Pierre reminds us that sometimes the most extraordinary experiences reveal the beauty hidden in our simplest gestures. Whether you're a baker, a teacher, a parent, or simply someone who smiles at their neighbor, you too are forging invisible bonds that transcend time. Thank you for joining me on this moving journey alongside Pierre and his clients from the beyond. If this story touched you, please subscribe to discover other extraordinary tales that explore the mysteries of human existence. And you, have you ever had an experience that changed your perception of your own impact on others? Share it in the comments, because every story deserves to be told. See you soon for a new adventure at Mystery's Edge.